The cold hit my face like sharp stone when I stepped onto the wooden platform. Snow fell in slow lines, and the wind cut through my thin coat. I kept my hands tight around my arms. I tried to stay calm, but my heart beat too fast. Madame Rose stood beside me and pushed my shoulder. "Stand straight," she said. "No man will pay if you shake like that." I wanted to answer, but fear closed my throat. A few men moved closer. Their boots hit the frozen ground with hard sounds. One man said, "Too small." Another said, "Too scared." A third man laughed and said, "Not worth the money." I kept my eyes down. I told myself to breathe. I told myself to stay awake. I felt like the night would eat me if I closed my eyes. Madame Rose lifted my chin with her glove. "Say something," she said. "Tell them you can work." I whispered, "I can clean." She nodded. Louder. I tried again. "I can clean. I can cook." A man near the front shook his head. "We need a strong woman. Not her." Madame Rose sighed in anger. "She is the bride no one wants," she said. The words hit me harder than the cold. A tall man stepped out from the back. He wore a dark coat and carried a long gun at his side. His hat cast a shadow over his eyes. The crowd went quiet. Madame Rose leaned forward. "Gunslinger," she said softly. "Jacob Reed." I felt the name like a small shock. I knew stories about gunslingers. None of them ended well. Jacob stopped right in front of me. He did not speak. He did not look at Madame Rose. He just watched me. I felt the cold ground under my feet. I felt my breath rise in small clouds. Then he said, "How much?" His voice was low and calm. Madame Rose smiled. $10. Jacob reached into his coat and gave her the money without asking for less. She pushed me toward him. "Go," she said. He paid. I stumbled down the steps. Jacob took my arm so I would not fall. His hand felt warm even in the cold. He lifted my chin slowly. I wanted to pull away, but I could not move. When he saw my face, he froze like snow turned him to stone. I whispered, "Why do you look at me like that?" He did not answer. He just stared like he knew me. I felt fear rise in my chest. I said, "Please let me go." Jacob shook his head. "No, you come with me." His voice held no anger, only something heavy, like memory. We walked to his horse. Snow covered the saddle. He helped me climb up. I said, "Why by me?" Jacob looked away. "You needed help." I shook my head. "Men don't pay money to help." He said nothing. I felt the wind press against my back. The night smelled like smoke and ice. Jacob climbed up behind me. I felt the horse move. The road looked endless and white. I said, "Where do we go?" Jacob said, "Home." The word felt strange in my ears. I whispered, "I don't have a home." He said, "Then you will." I did not trust him. I did not trust anyone. But his voice sounded tired, not cruel. I held the saddle tight. "Do you know me?" I asked. Jacob's breath showed in the air. "No," he said, but I heard a crack in his voice. I said, "You looked at me like you saw a ghost." He said softly, "Maybe I did." My hands felt cold. My heart felt colder. We rode past the last lantern of the town. Darkness wrapped around us. I said, "I need to know the truth." Jacob said, "Not tonight." His words felt like a wall. I whispered, "I fear you." Jacob said, "You don't need to." The wind hit my face again. Snow touched my hair. I closed my eyes for a moment. I wished for warmth. I wished for safety. I wished for my fear to stop. Jacob slowed the horse. "You are safe with me," he said. I made a promise. I looked over my shoulder. A promise to who? He answered, "Someone long gone." He did not explain. I felt the road shake under the horse's steps. I felt the night grow colder. I did not know what waited for me, but I knew this Christmas Eve would change my life forever. I held my breath and watched the land move under us. I felt fear, hope, and memory mix inside me as the horse carried me toward a future I did not understand. Chapter 2. The Man Who Wouldn't Speak. Snow hit my face as Jacob led his horse away from the town. and I sat behind him in silence. He did not look back at me. His coat moved in the cold wind, and I held the saddle horn because my hand shook too much to stay still. "You safe now," he said, but his voice fell far away. I watched his breath rise like smoke in the night air. "Why you by me?" I asked. My voice cracked. "You never look at me." He said nothing. Snow fell on his hat and shoulders. I felt more fear with every mile we rode. "Tell me," I said. "Please say something." Jacob only pulled his coat tighter. "I talk later," he said. "Not now." His words made the road feel colder. When we reached a small cabin, he helped me down and pointed at the door. "Go in. Fire warm," he said. I stepped inside. The room smelled like wood smoke and old memory. He lit a lamp and set it on the table. "You sit," he said. "I need feed horse." He walked out into the wind again. I sat near the fire and tried not to cry. When he came back, he carried 2 cups of warm tea. "Drink," he said. I took the cup with shaking hands. "Why you freeze when you saw me?" I asked. The question slipped out before I could stop it. He looked away. "Not easy," he said. "Face looked like someone I lose." His voice dropped. "Long time ago." I felt my chest tighten. "Your wife?" I asked. He nodded slowly. "Her name Nora," he said. "She died with my boy." The pain in his voice cut deeper than the cold. "Why bring me here?" I said. "Why pay money for me?" He sat down across from me. "I want to keep you safe," he said. "Town not safe for you. Bad men look at you. I not want that." "You don't know me," I said. "Why care?" He shook his head. "I know enough," he said. "I see fear in your eyes. Same fear I had." I looked at the fire. "You think I safe here?" I asked. He nodded again. "I promise," he said. "You safe in this home." I touched the warm cup and felt a small bit of hope. But fear stayed in me too. "I need trust you," I said. "But trust not easy for me." Jacob leaned back. "I understand," he said. "You fight many storms. I see that." I met his eyes for the first time. "I try stay strong," I said. "I try survive." He nodded like he felt the same pain. Snow tapped the window. The fire burned soft. For a moment, the cabin felt warm, almost safe. "I not hurt you," he said. "I want help you." His voice was low, but true. I breathed slowly. "Maybe I try believe you," I said, "but I still scared." Jacob looked at the graves outside. "I scared too," he said. "Cold night take many things." I whispered, "What you lose?" He closed his eyes. "My world," he said. "I try build new one." I felt the words settle in my heart. "Maybe we both start again," I said. His eyes softened. "Maybe," he said. I pulled the blanket around my shoulders. The heat touched my skin, and I felt the cold leave my fingers. Jacob sat across from me and watched the fire like he waited for the past to speak. The room stayed quiet, but the silence felt softer now. "You think I can stay here long?" I asked. My voice felt small. "You not send me away later?" Jacob shook his head. "No, I not change my mind," he said. "You safe until you want go." His answer made my chest warm. I held the cup close and let myself breathe. I stared at the fire again and felt a slow calm grow inside me. The storm outside still howled, but the cabin held its warmth. I heard Jacob breathe, steady and tired, like a man who carried too much pain. For the time since that night, I felt hope stay with me. Chapter 3: Ghosts in His House. I sat in Jacob's cabin and tried to breathe. The room felt warm, but my heart stayed cold. "You can sit by the fire," Jacob said, his voice low. I nodded and moved closer, but I kept my eyes down. I did not know if I was safe. He gave me food every day. "Eat," he said. "You need strength." I took the bowl and whispered, "Thank you." My hand shook. I did not know if he saw it. I did not know how to trust him. I only knew fear. At night I heard him whisper a name. "Nora. Nora." His voice sounded broken. I stayed awake, staring at the dark roof. I asked myself, who is Nora? Why does he say her name like a prayer? The wind made the cabin creak, and I pulled the blanket tighter. I felt alone in that small room. One cold morning, he placed firewood by my door. "Cabin gets cold fast," he said. "Stay warm." I looked at him and asked, "Why do you help me?" He paused. His eyes moved away. "You need safety," he said. "This place can be home for now." The word home hit me. I did not know if I had one anymore. Sometimes he stared at me, and I felt a strange fear. "Why do you look at me like that?" I asked one afternoon. He shook his head. "I don't," he said, but his eyes said something else. I felt something heavy inside him, something old, something painful. I cleaned a small kitchen to keep busy. "You don't need to work," he said. "I want to," I answered. "I need to use my hands." He nodded. "Do what helps your heart," he said. His voice was soft. I felt my fear shift for one moment. But the cabin held secrets. I felt them like cold air in my bones. One night, when Jacob went to feed the horse, I opened a drawer near the bed. Inside I found paper, a sketch, a woman's face. My breath stopped. She looked almost like me. Same eyes, same shape, same soft mouth. My hands froze. Jacob came in. "What are you doing?" he asked. His voice was sharp. I held the sketch out. "Who is she?" I asked. He looked at the paper and closed his eyes. "Nora," he said. "My wife." The word felt heavy, heavy like stone. I whispered, "She looks like me." He did not speak. His jaw moved. His hand shook. "I know," he said. "I saw at the first moment." My chest tightened. "So that is why you stopped in the market," I said. "You did not want me. You wanted her face again." "No," he said. "Not like that." His voice broke. I only felt pain, not desire. He stepped back like he needed distance. "You are not her. You are you." I did not know what to believe. "Then why bring me here?" I asked. "Why pay money for me?" He looked away. "You needed help," he said. "And I needed something to protect, something to keep my mind from dying." I felt his pain like cold wind. I felt my fear too. Both lived in the same room, and both grew bigger every day. "I don't know if I can trust you," I said. He nodded slowly. "I know, but trust comes with time." He placed one log in the fire. Sparks rose. "Stay until you feel safe. Then choose your road." I looked at the sketch again and put it back in the drawer. "I am not Nora," I said. "No," he answered. "And I don't want you to be." His voice sounded real, honest, but the truth still scared me. I looked around the cabin. The fire, the bed, the window. Everything felt calm, yet my heart beat fast. That night I lay in the small bed he gave me. I heard him move in the other room. I heard him whisper again, "Nora." My eyes stayed open. My mind stayed awake. I felt trapped between fear and pity, between danger and something softer. I did not know what Jacob wanted. I did not know what I wanted. I only knew one thing. I was not safe. Chapter 4. The Man from My Nightmares. I stepped outside when I heard horses. Snow moved under their boots. Jacob stood beside me. "Stay behind me," he said. His voice felt tight, like a pulled rope. "I don't like this," I whispered. My hand shook. I felt cold, not from the snow, but from fear. "Just keep quiet," he said. "Let me talk first." For militia men rode closer. Their coats were dark. Their rifles rested easy in their hands. The air felt heavy, like a storm coming. One man got off his horse. He walked slow, studying me. "Long road, Jacob," he said. "Didn't think I'd find you here." Jacob didn't move. "Say your business, Holt." My heart stopped. Holt. That name cut into me like a knife. I felt my breath stick in my throat. The man took off his goggles. Snow light hit his face. My legs almost gave out. "No," I whispered. "It's him." Jacob heard me. "You know this man?" I nodded slowly. "Yes, I know him." Captain Avery Holt smiled at me like he found something he lost. "Well now," he said. "Look at you. I didn't expect to see your face again." I felt ice in my blood. "Why are you here?" He laughed. "I came for a simple check, but fate gave me more." His eyes moved over me. I hated the way he looked, like he owned my past. Jacob stepped forward. "Don't talk to her like that," Holt raised an eyebrow. Since when do you protect girls? You used to leave that work to others. Jacob's jaw locked. She's under my protection now. Holt smirked. Is that right? You sure you can protect anyone? Last time I checked, you failed your own family. Jacob reached for his gun. I grabbed his arm. Don't, I said. Not yet. Holt watched us. Smart girl. You always were smart. That's why I chased you so hard. My chest hurt. You burned my home, I said. You chased my sister. You killed people. He shrugged. War is war. I follow the law. Some live. Some don't. That wasn't law, I said. That was blood. Holt stepped closer. Jacob pushed me behind him. Enough, Jacob said. Say what you want. I want her, Holt said. She escaped her fate. I'm here to fix that. I shook my head. You will never touch me again. Holt smiled slowly. You think this man can stop me? You think this place can keep you safe? Jacob's voice was low. Try me. One of Holt's men spoke. Captain, let's go. Snow's getting worse. Holt didn't move. He stared at me, eyes sharp. You look just like before, he said. Same fear. Same fire. I forced myself to stand straight. And you look smaller, I said. Maybe because I'm not the girl you chased. I'm not running anymore. Holt laughed softly. We'll see about that. I always finish what I start. Jacob pointed at the road. Leave. Holt slipped his goggles back on. Next time, Jacob, he said. Next time, she comes with me. They rode away slowly. I watched until they vanished into the snow. Jacob turned to me. Why didn't you tell me you knew him? I was afraid, I said. I didn't want the fear to control me. He nodded. I know that feeling. I looked at my shaking hands. He will come back. Yes, Jacob said. He will. I felt tears burn my eyes. I can't face him again. Jacob stepped closer. You won't face him alone. I took a deep breath. Jacob, how do you know him? He looked away. We fought together once, before I learned who he really was. So you trusted him too? I asked. Yes, he said. And he broke that trust, the same way he broke your life. I felt a strange mix of pain and connection. He hurt both of us. Jacob nodded. That's why we stop him. Not for revenge, for peace. I looked at the empty road. Snow covered the tracks. He won't stop. No, Jacob said. But neither will we. I felt something steady rise inside me. Not hope. Not yet. But strength. Jacob, thank you. He shook his head. Don't thank me. Just stay alive. I will, I said. I promise. The wind moved around us. The cabin behind us felt smaller, colder. I knew the road ahead held danger. Holt wasn't finished. And neither was I. I'm scared, I whispered. I know, Jacob said. But courage is fear that keeps moving. I nodded. Then I will move. We walked back into the cabin. Snow fell behind us, covering the world like a quiet warning. I shut the door with a shaking hand and whispered to myself. He came back for me, and I must be ready when he returns. I sat near the fire and tried to breathe. My heart still ran fast, like a horse in danger. I told myself to stay strong, to keep my courage close. I needed a plan, a safe road, a real future without fear chasing me. Chapter 5. The Truth Behind Jacob's Eyes. Jacob, I need the truth, I said. I need it now. My voice shook, but I stood my ground. The cold barn air pressed against my skin. I smelled hay, wood, and fear. Jacob faced the wall and said nothing. His hand stayed tight on the table. I told you, he said. Holt is trouble. Stay away from him. That is not enough, I said. You know him. I saw it in your eyes. He stiffened. His breath grew heavy. You really want the truth? He asked. It hurts. I want it, I said. I can't live with lies. Not again. Jacob turned slowly. The barn light fell across his face. Pain sat there like an old scar. Holt was my friend, he said. My closest friend. The word friend hit me hard. I stepped closer. What did he do? Jacob looked down. He betrayed me, he said. He broke my life. How? I whispered. Tell me. He took a breath. He worked with men who used guns to make money. Dangerous men. I said no. I told him to stop. He didn't listen. My hand shook. And your family? I asked. What happened to them? Jacob's voice dropped low. He killed them, he said. My wife. My boy. He burned my home. They were still inside. The barn spun around me. Jacob, I said. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. No one knew, he said. I kept quiet. I lived with pain, with memory, with cold nights and fear. I felt a sting in my chest. Why hide it? I asked. Why not tell the law? He let out a dry laugh. The law, he said. Cole pays the law. Sheriff Cole follows his money. There's no justice here. I felt a chill move through me. Jacob, I said softly. I know why you fear Holt. But why freeze when you saw me? He looked away again. Because you look like someone he took, he said. Someone before the fire. Who? I asked. Who was she? Her name was Lin Shun, he said. She came from far away. Like you. His voice cracked. She trusted Holt. She thought he was a good man. But he sold her. She died on the road. My throat closed. And I look like her, I said. Not the same, he said. But enough to hurt. Enough to open old wounds. I touched my cheek. I know pain too, I said. Holt hurt my family. Jacob looked up fast. What did he do? He asked. I swallowed. He burned my village, I said. He took people. My sister. I ran. I never saw her again. Jacob stared at me like the world shifted. Holt did all that, he asked. Yes, I said. He was the storm in my night. He was danger on my road. I feared him more than death. Jacob shook his head. Then we share a wound, he said. His hands broke both our lives. I stepped closer. We also share rage, I said. And fear. And memory. Jacob held my gaze. I want him gone, he said. I want truth. I want peace. So do I said. But how? He has power. Money. Guns. Jacob moved past me, opened a small chest, and pulled out cloth. When he unwrapped it, I saw a scarf, dark and stiff with old blood. My breath hit fast. Is that? Yes, Jacob said. Holt's scarf. I found it near the ashes of my home. He dropped it. Maybe on purpose. Maybe by accident. I kept it for truth. I touched the cloth. It felt cold. Heavy. Like memory turned to stone. Why show me this? I asked. Because you deserve honesty, Jacob said. And because you are not safe if Holt wants you. Fear tightened my throat. Does he? I asked. Jacob nodded. He knows your face. He knows your past. He thinks you belong to him. The words hit me like ice. No, I said. I won't go back. I won't be his. Jacob stepped closer. I won't let him take you, he said. I swear it. I shook my head. Promises break, I said. I've seen that. His voice grew firm. This one won't. I held the scarf tighter. I want revenge, I said. For my sister. For my home. For myself. Jacob nodded. Then you and I walked the same road. I looked at him longer. Why fight for me? I asked. Why risk more pain? His voice softened. Because I know what it feels like to lose everything. And I won't let him do that to you. My chest warmed. Jacob, I said. I trust you. I didn't expect that. He nodded. Then we faced Holt together. Outside, wind pushed snow against the walls. Inside, the lantern glowed soft and warm. I felt courage, not hope, rise inside me. We end this. I asked quietly. We end this, he said. And for the first time, I believed in tomorrow. Chapter 6, Fire in the Snow. I pressed my back against the cold wall and tried to breathe. Jacob whispered, Stay low. His voice shook, but he still held his gun tight. I looked at the snow. It turned pink under the fire from our burning cabin. They came fast, I said. I saw 5 men. Jacob nodded. Holt wants you. He won't stop. I felt fear hit my throat. Why now? I asked. Why tonight? Because you hurt him, Jacob said. You lived. A shot hit the ground near my feet. I jumped. They see us, I said. Move, Jacob whispered. Go behind the woodpile. I crawled through the snow. I hear them, I said. 3 on the left. Jacob fired twice. Keep your head down. I need to help, I said. I can shoot. You shake too much, he said. I can still try. Another blast lit the snow. Our cabin roof collapsed. Fire rose high like a warning. I saw one man run toward Jacob with a knife. Jacob, right side. I yelled. He turned too late. I lifted the rifle. My hand shook, but I aimed. Please, I whispered. Please hit. I fired. The man fell into the snow. I got him, I said. I really got him. Jacob looked at me. Good shot, he said. Now stay close. I won't leave you, I said. Holt screamed my name. Li Mei. Come out now. I will make this easy. No, I whispered. Never again. Jacob grabbed my arm. We run now, he said. Cabin won't stand long. Where do we go? Forest, he said. Trees can hide us. A bullet hit Jacob's shoulder. He fell to one knee. Jacob, I said. You're hurt. I'm fine, he said. Move. You're bleeding. Still breathing. Go. I put his arm over my shoulder. Lean on me, I said. I'm strong. You are, he said. Stronger than you know. We ran behind the barn. Snow crunched under our boots. I hear 2 men, I said. They're close. Don't stop, Jacob said. Keep moving. They follow us, I said. I know. Another shot hit a tree beside my head. I flinched. He wants me, I said. Yes, Jacob said. But he won't get you. We reached the forest edge. Dark trees rose high around us. In here? I asked. Yes, he said. Shadows help us. I heard Holt's voice behind us. You can't run, girl. I will find you. My heart hurt. I hate him, I said. Jacob gripped his gun tighter. Good. Hate keeps you alive. He killed my home, I said. He killed mine too, Jacob said. A twig snapped near us. Someone's here, I whispered. Jacob aimed. Show yourself. A man charged out. Jacob fired, but the man kept coming. I swung the rifle and hit his arm. Back off, I yelled. Jacob shot again. The man dropped into the snow. You saved me, Jacob said. You saved me first, I said. We moved deeper into the trees. Snow fell harder. I can't see well, I said. Follow my voice, Jacob said. Stay with me. I'm trying. You're doing fine. I looked back. Orange light rose behind the trees. The cabin is gone, I said. I know, Jacob said softly. I'm sorry. Don't be, he said. We needed to leave. It was your home. It was only wood, he said. You matter more. I felt heat in my chest. Why? I asked. You didn't give up, Jacob said. Not tonight. I fought, I said. I never fought before. You were brave. I shook my head. I felt fear. Bravery isn't lack of fear, he said. It's moving anyway. A cold wind blew across us. I pulled his arm tighter. You need help soon, I said. Later, he said. Right now we stay alive. I heard Holt again far off. Li Mei, you think you can hide? You can't. He's angry, I said. He's desperate, Jacob said. You hurt his pride. What do we do now? We keep going, he said. Toward Silas's place. It's far but safe. Can you walk? I can, he said. As long as you're here. I won't leave, I said. I know. We pushed through the branches. Snow hit my face. My legs shook. I'm tired, I said. You can rest soon, he said. How soon? When we reach the ridge, he said. Not far. I breathed hard. Jacob. Yes. Thank you. For what? For believing I could fight, I said. For trusting me. He smiled weakly. You earned it. Far behind us, Holt's voice rose again. I will take everything from you. I held Jacob's hand. No, I said. Not this time. The snow grew deeper with each step. and my breath came out like smoke in the dark. I felt my hope shake, but I kept going. Jacob leaned heavier on me, but he still pushed forward. I whispered, "We survived this night." He nodded slowly. "We will," he said. "We walk into a new future now." Chapter 7. The Road of Secrets. I sat on the cold barn floor and said, "Jacob, please talk to me now. I need the truth before we go on." My voice felt thin, but I kept my eyes on him. Snowlight came through the broken roof and made the air look sharp. My heart beat fast. I needed answers, not silence. He breathed slow. "I froze when I saw you," he said. "Your face looked like someone I lost. I saw Li Mei in you. Holt took her from me before he took everything else. I tried to help her. I made her a promise. I failed. I moved closer. You did not fail her," I said. "Holt failed everyone. Holt broke my family too." He looked up fast. "What did he do to you?" "Holt came to my village at night," I said. "Fire, blood, fear. I held my sister's hand, but he pulled her away. I ran. I heard her cry until the night killed her voice. I thought she died. I thought the road ended for her." Jacob's voice dropped. "She may still live. Holt keeps things he wants. I saw girls like you near him months ago." My breath shook. "Why didn't you tell me?" "I was afraid," he said. "Afraid you would run from me. Afraid you would think I stood with him." "You are nothing like him," I said. "You gave me food. You gave me safety. You kept your promise to protect me. Holt kept nothing." The wind pushed snow under the barn door. It felt like the world waited for us to speak. Jacob said, "Li Mei was brave. She fought until her last day. When I saw you in that cold place, you looked like her spirit came back." "I am not her," I said. "I am me. But I carry fear like she did. And I carry hope too." He nodded. "Hope is enough." I pressed my hand to my heart. "Jacob, Holt broke your life and mine. He took your home. He took my sister. He made us walk danger, cold, and night. But we stand here now. We know the truth. And the truth shows our road," he said. "Yes," I said. "A road we walk together." He leaned back against a beam. I kept Holt's scarf. I kept it so I never forget what he did. "I keep memories too," I said. "I hear my sister call my name. I see her small hands reach for me. I feel guilt every night." "You were a child," he said. "Your pain is real, but the blame is not yours." "It feels like mine," I whispered. He reached out slowly and touched my hand. "We end this," he said. "For her. For Li Mei. For my family." "For us," I said. He nodded once. "For us." I looked at the broken barn door. "Where do we go now?" "Crimson Ridge," he said. "Holt hides there when he wants the law to look away. He trusts the land. He thinks no one will dare come for him." "I fear that road," I said. "I know," he answered. "But a safe future waits after. A warm home waits after. Your sister may wait after." I felt my heart shake. I want that future. I want my sister. I want my life back. "We take it," he said. "We do not wait for it." The wind howled again. The barn felt small, but Jacob's words felt strong. I felt something rise in me. Not fear. Courage. "We go at dawn," he said. I pulled my coat tight. "Then I rest now. I need strength for the road." "I will watch the door," he said. I nodded. "Jacob, thank you." "For what?" he asked. "For the truth," I said. "Truth hurts less than lies." He gave a slow smile. "Then we walk with truth now." "Yes," I said. "We walk. And Holt ends." I lay down on the straw. The cold touched my skin, but inside fire grew. Tomorrow I would face Holt. Tomorrow I would find my sister. Tomorrow I would take my life back. I held my breath and felt the future move closer with every heartbeat. Chapter 8. The Last Stand at Crimson Ridge. I reached Crimson Ridge with Jacob at my side. The cold wind cut my face, and I felt fear rise in my chest. "Are you ready?" Jacob asked. His voice sounded low and tired. I nodded, even if my legs shook. "I need to do this," I said. "I need to save my family." We moved between sharp rocks and dry brush. The place felt dead, like old Payne lived here. Stay close, Jacob said. Holt will not fight fair. I whispered. He never did. My hands felt cold around the knife I carried. My heart beat fast. When we stepped into the open ridge, Holt waited with 5 men. He smiled like he already won. You came back, Holt said. Good. I knew you would. I felt anger burn in me. Where's my sister? I asked. Tell me now. Holt laughed. You worry too much. Come here. I can keep you safe. I can give you food, money, a warm home. I took 1 step forward, then spat at his boots. I don't need your home, I said. I want my sister. Give her to me. Jacob raised his gun. Let her go, he said. Holt looked annoyed. Jacob, you still follow your heart? It already killed your family. Jacob's face changed. I saw the old pain return. You killed them, Jacob said. You burned my home. You took everything. Holt waved his hand. They were in the way. This land needs strong men, not weak dreams. My breath shook. You took my home too, I said. You took my village. You took my future. Holt stepped closer. I can give you a new future. You look just like... Stop talking, I said. I am not your ghost. Holt frowned. Then come here and prove it. The first gunshot cracked the air. I dropped to the ground. Jacob fired again. Holt's men spread out, shooting at us. Rocks broke. Dust filled the air. Stay low, Jacob shouted. Go left. I moved along the ridge wall, heart pounding. Bullets hit the stone near my head. I see 2 on the right. I yelled. Jacob shot 1 man. I saw another running toward me. I raised the knife. My hand shook. Stop, he yelled. I didn't. I pushed the blade forward. He fell, grabbing his chest. My legs felt weak. I am sorry, I whispered, but I kept moving. I needed courage now. Holt shouted, Bring her to me. Another man grabbed my arm. I hit him with a rock. He fell back. Jacob fought 2 more. I heard him groan. Jacob, I called. I'm okay, he said, but I knew he lied. I ran toward Holt. He rushed toward me with quick steps. He grabbed my wrist and pulled me close. You belong to me, he said. His breath felt cold. Let go, I said. I tried to pull free. He dragged me toward the cliff edge. If I can't have you, he said, no one will. My heart slammed in my chest. I felt the world tilt. I saw the long drop behind me. Let me go, I shouted. Holt tightened his grip. You are just like her, he said. You always come back. I reached for the knife with my free hand. Holt didn't see. You hurt my family, I said. You hurt my sister. He smirked. And I will do it again. That gave me strength. I stabbed him in the side. His eyes widened. You, he said, stepping back. Jacob's voice echoed across the ridge. Mei, drop. I fell to my knees. Jacob fired. The shot hit Holt in the chest. Holt staggered, staring at me. Not with fear. With surprise. Like he never thought I could fight back. He fell backward, arms loose, and the cliff took him. Silence hit the ridge. I sat still, breathing hard. Jacob limped to me. Are you hurt? He asked. Just tired, I said. Just done. He held my hand. It's over, he said. We ended it. I looked at the cliff. I felt no joy, only release. I need my sister, I whispered. We will find her, Jacob said. I promise. We go now. I stood up. My legs shook, but I didn't fall. The cold wind touched my face. I felt pain, but also hope. Holt was gone. The road ahead looked hard, but it was mine again. I looked at Jacob and nodded. We go now, I said again. My voice felt stronger than before. We walked away from the ridge, step by step, through cold wind and falling snow. I felt the pain in my body, but I also felt courage. I held my knife close. I held my hope closer. I knew the road was long, but I was not afraid anymore. Now, Chapter 9, The Sister in the Snow. Snow fell softly when I reached the small shed. My hands shook as I pulled the lock. Please be here, I whispered. Please, I need you. The door creaked. A cold smell came out. I stepped inside and saw a thin shape in the dark. Mei, is that you? A weak voice said. I dropped to my knees. Ming Fei, I'm here, I said. I came back for you. I kept my promise. She touched my face. I knew you lived, she said. He used me. He said you would return. I held her close. He is gone now, I said. Holt can't hurt us again. The danger is over. Jacob stepped in the doorway. Snow covered his coat. Blood ran down his arm. Is she safe? He asked. Yes, I said. She's alive. Ming Fei tried to stand. Who is he? She asked. He helped me, I said. He saved me many times. Jacob gave a small smile. We need to go, he said. The storm is coming fast. I nodded. Can you walk? I asked my sister. I try, she said. I trust you. We stepped outside. The cold wind hit hard. Snow swirled around us like white fire. Jacob walked beside me. We must reach the road, he said. The town is not far. Ming Fei leaned on me. I feel dizzy, she said. You're safe now, I told her. I won't lose you again. Jacob looked at me. You fought well, he said. You showed courage. I fought because I had to, I said. I fought for family. He nodded. And you survived. We moved slowly across the field. My legs hurt, but I kept going. The cold bit my skin, but hope warmed my heart. I looked at Jacob. Why did you stay with me? I asked. He breathed out. Because I saw truth in you, he said. Pain, yes, but also strength. Ming Fei whispered. Is he your husband? I shook my head fast. No, I said. He is something else. Jacob laughed softly. Let her decide later, he said. We reached the road. Snow covered the blood behind us. The night felt calm now. I held my sister close. We go home, I said. Where is home? Ming Fei asked. I looked at Jacob. He looked back with warm eyes. Home is a place we build, I said. A place safe for family. Jacob stepped closer. If you want it, he said. My place can be yours. I felt my heart shake. We see, I said. One step at a time. Ming Fei smiled weakly. As long as we stay together, she said. Yes, I whispered. Together. We walked down the snowy road toward a new future. I felt fear fade and hope rise. For the first time, the world felt wide and open, and I was ready for it. The snow fell as we walked, and each step felt lighter, like the world finally opened a calm and safe road for us.